Good evening and welcome to my end of the week recap here for SPY. Okay, just to touch on a couple of my new trades. Tried to call a bottom Thursday and at 54 out of 48 on these 288 calls. Now, this whole day I should not have even traded. I was extremely exhausted, lack of sleep, couldn't concentrate, and this is the result. That trade was a small loss, which overall, of course, in the hindsight, it was a tremendous winner. And then this was a complete blunder on my part. I thought it was almost 4 o'clock, so I took these 287 puts because I thought we were going to have some follow through off of this red bar on Thursday. It was 3 o'clock. I got in these at 34, took half off here at 17 above VWAP, and the rest today were worthless. So, yeah. Anyways, today, much more rested. Didn't take any bottom trades in SPY. A lot of other names were moving I wanted to manage. So, towards the end of the day, regardless of whether or not it works, I took a small hedge because I am still long quite a few other names. Took these 288 and a half puts here at 16 cents. Reason being, if this is confirmed as a topping candle, which to confirm this is a break below 288.20, on a gap down will be huge and will leave a nice big peak up here for us to look back months in the future and say, oh, that was the top. So I'm in those. They are expiring on Monday. If it doesn't work, take a small loss. No harm, no foul, and my other names still work. Okay, now onto the daily time frame. I mentioned this is a hanging man type of candle, referred to like that by a bunch of analysts. Can potentially be looked at as a reversal or a bearish candle. Now I went back and I tried to find as many as I could over the last, I think it's 10 years on this chart, and basically the data says it's 50-50. Sometimes they're tops, sometimes they're continuations, sometimes they consolidate. The ones that are tops, the majority of the ones that you can consider quote unquote tops only pull back to the next support level, which in this case is the 21 EMA within a couple of days. So not worried there. Zooming out here to the monthly time frame, buyers are still buying. We're pushing up into the prior all-time high up here around 294. Now bears, this is for you. It's understandable to want to short at the most ideal point possible. A prior peak is about as perfect as you can get, but think about where your stop is, and when you put that stop into the market, that data, that information, that market order is sold to another entity. Robots and algos alike will see that information, they will see that trade, they will see that liquidity, and they will hunt for it. Simple as that. And it'll probably continue to push us up higher if that does occur. So keep shorting because it does push me higher, helps my other trades, it's fine with me. Weekly time frame, of course, buyers still buyers. Prior resistance here, almost tested here on about 286.50, so about $1.50 off of that prior peak. Once broken, resistance becomes support. So right now, monthly, weekly, and daily time frames, buyers are still in control. Okay, on to E-mini futures because it is a much cleaner chart and much nicer to look at because it doesn't have that hanging man. I like to use E-mini futures with the extended hours included on the chart because it's very nice and very clean. Not one hint of this being bearish, not one at all. Now this may be a minor blow off type of candle, but the volume, the price action, the movement today did not even imply that this is a blow off yet. And I'll get to that in a moment. What we are coming into is excuse me, prior all-time highs here, 294. I believe we're not going to have any kind of major sell-off until maybe we hit 3,000, this upper end of this channel that I've been talking about for months now. So we'll see what happens there. Now the most ideal thing in my opinion is if this chops around maybe for a day or two, maybe we have a little bit of a pullback that creates another higher low in relation to these 2 points and rallies to another high. That is indicative of a continuing strong uptrend. You get higher high, pullback, higher high, pullback, higher high, pullback, higher high, pullback. This is strength. This is a strong trend. You can call it fake bakery. You can call it a Ponzi scheme. You can call it whatever you want to call it. Simple matter of fact is the market is bullish. Bulls are in control, whether it's people or algos or robots, whatever. The bulls are winning. Now, there's been some pundits, some talking heads, some other participants who have followers that are trying to pick a top. Some of these followers are putting money into those ideas. Please be responsible. Picking a top in a vehicle that is designed to go up is not the greatest trade in the world. There are plenty of other weak names. If you want to be short, there are plenty of other weak names to be shorting, to be buying puts that will not blow your account as fast as trying to pick a top in a SPY. Yes, you can catch a move like this. Odds are you get in and you get out real quick. You don't catch the whole move. You zoom back out on the whole overall time frame of the market. This is designed to go up. Simple. The handful of crashes are not worth the effort of trying to pick a top and short the overall market. I will say that until the day I die. Okay, one more thing to touch on here. Transports, because I'm a believer in Dow theory, and as the transports go, so goes the market. Essentially, that means if goods are being shipped, ordered, bought, and moved from seller to consumer, the economy should be, or at least it implies the economy should be strong or is strong. Okay, we have a very similar pattern. 3 advancing soldiers here in February. Same exact pattern happening right now. Same exact pattern happened back here late March into April. The question is, do we have one of these moves where we pull back, or do we have one of these moves consolidate and rip higher? Not sure, just have to wait and see. What we are doing is coming into a prior supply zone right here from this top in December, around the same time as the top in the SPY, and we'll have to wait and see what happens there. In my opinion, we're going to continue higher and probably test all-time highs in transports as well, but again, time will have to tell. So for now, those are my thoughts, my trade plans for the S&P 500 and what I'm looking at doing next week. We do trade a lot of other individual names in the Trade Crew chat room, so please feel free to come join, sign up, try us out. It is a free chat room. Follow along some live trades and see how we do. So have a good weekend and good luck on Monday.